Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio August 19, 2024. While Venus in your solar third house these days is great for enjoying learning and connecting, watch for holding on to an idea or opinion too tightly today, as it can cause unnecessary friction. A Mercury-Uranus square is also influencing today, and it can create some chaos, but stirring things up might lead to exciting ideas. You could find that you're clashing with a friend about an idea or core value before you get to a greater understanding. Under these conditions, watch for communications that you fire off without thinking. It may be best to avoid doing things so quickly that you miss the mark. Observe and learn rather than jump into action. Still, conversations about money or boundaries can be significant. With some discipline, you can experience a strong desire to get money matters or business back on track. You may well need a focal point. Batten down the hatches today and tomorrow. As mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet of the mind and communication, struts in a retrograde through your solar house of finances, he'll clash with electric Uranus, who is being particularly cantankerous from his perch in your SOLA house of friendships and communities. This could show that if you've lent money to an acquaintance, you could find out that they will never be paying you back, and this could cause great drama with your one and only. If someone asks for a loan today, politely decline because you'll end up regretting it. What do you want to change? Take a look at your financial matters today when the Moon in Aquarius conjuncts Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. The deeper you dig, the more you will find. You could uncover some financial issues that may have gone amiss before. There might be charges that you have to fight or that you may want to refinance a loan. It might be intense to go through all your financial matters. But doing so could help you become more financially empowered, since you will know what you are working with. With today's astral energy at play, you might feel driven by a cause. Just don't let it drive you crazy. The urge to fix things, and even people, can lead you down a path of frustration. Take the time and do some kind of exercise that creates a meditative state. Repetitive exercise such as yoga or a series of laps on a track can give you the distance that you need. You will feel more at peace with yourself, too. This is the ideal day to meet beautiful people. Your number's vibrations will give you a great clairvoyance in all your exchanges, contacts, and affairs. There's little doubt that you will see things more quickly than last week, and it will be easier to communicate. If you can put your organizational skills to work, take advantage of today to fill up your schedule with appointment. This could be the time to win big. The Moon's only visit to your relationship sector, while Venus, the planet of love, is in your communication sector, places them at a favorable aspect today, and the timing couldn't be better. As this is the Moon's last visit while the dwarf planet Ceres is in retrograde motion in your relationship sector, it provides you with deeper insights into her analysis of your relationship needs and priorities, just as Venus works to give voice to your heart and relationships. Meanwhile, both sides of the financial spectrum are preparing for a full moon that may bring issues to a head but could lead to a breakthrough by early next week. As the Moon makes its only visit to your relationship sector while Venus, the planet of love, is in your communication sector, their friendly aspect is making today the most significant of her 25-day mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice. This last visit while the dwarf planet Ceres is in retrograde motion in your relationship sector is also giving you a better read on your relationship needs and priorities, while Venus is making it easier to express them. Our eyes in the sky. As the Moon enters Aquarius and aligns with Pluto retrograde, you might notice a surge of intense emotions bubbling up to the surface. It's one of those days when your feelings might seem to carry an extra weight, and it can be challenging to shake off what's on your heart and mind. If you're finding it hard to detach, don't worry, that's perfectly natural. We all have those moments when our emotions feel larger than life. But remember, how you manage those emotions makes all the difference. Think about a time when you were overwhelmed by a situation or decision, and instead of reacting impulsively, you took a step back. Maybe it was during a disagreement with a friend, or perhaps when faced with a tough call at work. You knew that diving headfirst into conflict wouldn't solve anything, so you gave yourself space to breathe. That's the kind of energy today is bringing, a gentle reminder that sometimes the best course of action is to take a step back, reflect, and give yourself the room you need to regain your composure. And that's okay. Giving yourself space doesn't mean you're avoiding the issue, it means you're wisely choosing the right time to address it. By postponing important conversations or decisions until you feel more balanced, you're setting the stage for better outcomes. After all, we make our best decisions when we're calm and centered. In the midst of this emotional intensity, it's important to approach your responsibilities with a sense of calm and intention. Have you ever noticed how, when you're in a steady, focused mindset, everything seems to fall into place a little more easily? That's the energy to tap into today. Take your tasks one at a time, and remember to be gentle with yourself as you navigate through the day. You don't have to have it all figured out in one go. And don't forget, amidst all the hustle and emotional processing, make sure you're carving out some time for joy. What activities light you up? Whether it's catching up with a friend, diving into a favorite hobby, or even just taking a walk outside, those small moments of happiness can make a big difference in keeping you balanced. When the world feels chaotic, these simple pleasures remind us that joy is always within reach. Now, for those of you who are single, today might bring an unexpected but welcome surprise. There's a certain charm in the air, you might find yourself catching someone's eye, or perhaps someone catches yours. It's one of those days when new connections feel exciting and full of potential. If you're open to it, don't be afraid to explore where these moments could lead. But remember to stay grounded. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement, but taking things step by step will help you avoid rushing into anything too quickly. Speaking of decisions, today might not be the best day for making big purchases or financial investments. With the current cosmic influences, there's a higher risk of acting on impulse, which could lead to spending more than you intended. Whether that's financially, emotionally, or even in terms of your energy. When we're caught up in the moment, it's easy to overlook the bigger picture, so take a step back and give yourself time to reassess. There's no rush, and giving yourself a little breathing room can make all the difference. As you move through the day, stay mindful of your energy and emotions. It's okay to take things slow, to reflect, and to prioritize your well-being above all else. If you've been feeling a bit off balance, what are some ways you can reconnect with your inner calm? Maybe it's talking through your thoughts with a close friend, practicing mindfulness, or simply giving yourself permission to pause and breathe. Whatever it is, know that taking care of yourself is always the right move.